Sorry. Hey guys, I wasn't finished sipping before I hit the button. Hey guys, hey. So I wanted to drop in today. So I've been, I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I've been doing some, I hired a business coach and he's been helping me a lot with just trying to get things together for my business and just not just for my business, but to make me a better person. And so we went over ways in which you can become the best version of you. And I thought I would share that information with you guys because I thought these were some really good tips. And I know it's wrapping up towards the end of the year. And this time of year, everybody is always looking to. Your daughter's calling you. Sorry, guys. Had a call coming in. But so I know this time of year, everybody's always trying to figure out, thinking about the end of the year, what goals they haven't met, that kind of thing, and what they can do next year to be a better person. So I wanted to jump on today to give you guys some tips on how you can be the best version of you. And I'm actually going to just turn comments and stuff like that off because it distracts me a little bit. And I really want to stay focused so that I can get you guys this information, like I said, that my business coach gave me. I thought it was some great info and I wanted to share it with you guys. So the number one thing he said was to practice more gratitude. And instantly I was thinking, okay, I know I've heard of the gratitude, journals and stuff like that where you track, different blessings or whatever, which is good. That's a good thing. But he was actually talking about just in everyday life, saying thank you to people. You will be surprised how many people don't say thank you when, you hold the door for them or when you let them in traffic, and you're kind of pissed off because it's like, dang, you could at least throw your hand up and said thank you. But just being, showing gratitude to everyday people. So just saying thank you, taking the time out to say thank you to people. Somebody, he made the comparison when his wife cooks him a meal, he always says thank you because he doesn't want to just take people for granted. A lot of times because it's something they do all the time for us and they help us all the time this way, say thank you. If your mom is babysitting your kid, say thank you. So just take the time out to thank people that are doing different things in your life that, are helping you out. So that's tip number one, practice more gratitude. Tip two is, he called it ILT. And basically what that is invest, learn, and teach. It's the best way to make an impact on somebody. Don't just keep whatever information you have to yourself. Be selfish with that information, actually teaching other people. So whether it be business like he's teaching me, and then I'm relaying these tips to you guys, or whether it be like whatever you're good at, like don't hold it to yourself. Invest in you. And then kind of like, whatever you go to school for, I guess, you invest that college tuition and then you're supposed to come out and pass the torch and help somebody else know what it is that you've learned. So whether it's a workshop, it doesn't have to be a college degree, but whether it's a workshop or whatever, just, investing that time in you and then teaching it to someone else. So that's tip number two on how you can be the best version of you. Number three, I must admit, I was like, oh. Number three, he said, is forgive. I'm going to be honest and say I have a hard time with that. If somebody screwed me over, you're cut. Like, I don't really, that's just who I am. But I am working on that. I am working on forgiveness. But one of the things he was saying is your past can fog up your future. And I get that because he was just kind of talking about, the anger and that kind of thing actually taking up mental space in your head. And it takes mental energy and that kind of stuff. And if you clear that stuff out, it opens you up to new opportunities and new ways of thinking and that kind of thing. And you just be surprised how much your life can change if you do forgiving. So I actually am going to work on that one too, guys. Number four is getting uncomfortable. So getting uncomfortable, it's so easy to get caught up in a pattern of not moving. A lot of times we get content. This is good. Even in your job, you're making good money. You kind of sit still for a little bit because, you're making good money, but you could be making more. You could be doing more. Like, is there something that you could be doing to be doing more? Don't get content and don't get stuck, where you are or with what you're doing. Jump out there, get uncomfortable, put yourself out there. Yes, sometimes you're going to fall flat in your face, but, putting yourself out there, in a position where you're uncomfortable, usually it ends up growing you as a person. You usually don't die from it. It's not so many people that have become so uncomfortable that they died. So it's, just putting yourself out there, being uncomfortable. So that's tip number four. Tip number five is to limit negative energy. And it's kind of sad that this even has to be said, but just limit your negative talk about others, I should say, which is negative energy. But specifically, don't talk about people. Don't gossip. And, if somebody did you wrong, you don't have to go spread the word to everybody else. Karma's going to take care of that. She always shows up. So you don't have to worry about that. So it's, Focus on what you're doing, where you're going. Stay in your own lane. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. If somebody's not doing something the way you're doing it, don't, that's not your business. Stay focused. Just limit negativity. Tip number 6 is have winning habits. So create daily routines for yourself, being consistent. Just stop looking for shortcuts. Create winning habits. Winning habits dictate results. And so if you are trying to get somewhere, you want to start setting yourself up for success. I'm sorry, I'm looking at myself. I look a mess. Anyway, number 7 is being happy is better than being right. A lot of times we get caught up on this way or our way is the right way. Let it go. Let stuff like that go. Don't put your energy on that. Let them be right. It probably doesn't really matter. It's not that big of a deal. Don't try to convince anybody that your way is the right way. Let them do whatever they're doing. You find yourself a lot happier if you try not to be so controlling and trying to get everybody to think like you, because they're just not. And number 8, which is the last one, is use positive language. So when you talk about certain situations, use things, instead of I can't, I can, or I am, or, that kind of thing. He kind of talked about speaking positive things that you want to change. So instead of saying I feel overwhelmed, say I have a lot of stuff to do. So yes, you still have a lot of stuff to do, but the way you speak it kind of change the mental way in which you receive it. So those were 8 tips, and I'm going to give you guys a bonus tip, which is just make a decision. Make a decision to change. Make a decision to be a better person. And that's going to take you further than any of those other tips was. Once you make a decision within your heart, like a real decision, I'm going to get this done and be relentless with being a better person, you'll get it done. So anyway, this is my tips on how to be the best version of you. I'm going to be dropping in with some more info like that. Like I said, we're wrapping up the year. I'm trying to end the year strong. I'm trying to go into 2020 ready to take over the world, as I always say. But just really want to get myself focused where I need to be so that in 2020 I can rock it out. And I hope that you guys are planning to do that too. So it doesn't matter that it's October, almost about to be November. It doesn't matter that you might not have met some of the goals that you have for yourself in the beginning of the year. What matters is what you're doing right here, right today. Start now. So set yourself up for success, guys. Figure out what it is you want to do for next year. Don't wait until 2020 to try to figure it out, okay? So anyway, hope this helps somebody out there. I see I have a couple of viewers. Oh, I see the comments. I had to turn the comments off. Sorry. So I didn't see anything that was said. Thank you, Sonia. I appreciate it. So anyway, thanks, guys. The comments distract me. So sorry I had to turn those off. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And I hope this helps somebody. And it's Tuesday, right? Have a terrific Tuesday. Bye.